Next on deck with Tim Black.
Suffice it to say this, that I think that America has a problem with women. I do. I think you got a problem with women. And if you don't shut your ass up. You know, being a hack is one thing. This guy's still stuck on, we don't love women. Man, I just said so much about DL Hughley. You would think I could give him a break. But unfortunately, he keep talking about the election. Here he is here making excuses for Kamala Harris, trying to scare the shit out of people that didn't vote for her, and pretending that there's no responsibility for her losing. Because when you lose, you have people do a post-mortem, and they can say anything, and all of them can be true. You can't prove a negative. I can't prove why she lost. I can't prove that it was this reason or another, but I've heard all kinds of reasons. The negative would be, she got to prove she's not a crook. She don't got to prove she didn't lose. She can't prove she didn't lose because she did lose. Okay? No one's accusing her of lying about losing. Okay? We're accusing her of lying about being a good candidate. We're accusing you of supporting a candidate that was bogus, a candidate that had no real shot, that y'all propped up and siphoned money out of people's pockets who really didn't have it, to prop her up and feed them a dream. And that's on you too, DL, you scumbag. And all y'all taking money. I'm going to try to let it play without stopping it, man, but it's going to be hard because DL, he just got a bunch of whoppers. He's reading this. How could you write a bogus speech that has to be corrected every 20 seconds? Why she lost, I can't prove that it was this reason or another, but I've heard all kinds of reasons. Well, she didn't talk enough about policy. Boy, a lot of black men I talked to didn't like that she was with a white guy. A lot of black women and so it was a lot of things. There were a lot of things that were going around. Suffice it to say this, that I think that America has a problem with women. I do. I think you got a problem with women. And if you don't shut your ass up, you know, being a hack is one thing. This guy's still stuck on, we don't love women. And I'm sure he's going to get to, she black. So that's what it is. Folks, we elected Barack Obama not once but twice. I don't know if you know or not, he black and he's married to a black woman. But that's not just the reason why. Maybe that contributed marginally. Are we really going to compare the ability, the performance, the presentation of Barack Obama to Kamala Harris? Really? You don't see any difference other than anatomy? Really? You wrote a book about the guy. That's what's so condescending and disrespectful about DL Hughley. This guy wrote a book, a biography about Barack Obama. He knows how gifted Barack was at certain things. Kamala runs, she don't have any of those attributes. He doesn't point any of that out. Instead, he says, because she's a woman. Dude, how about you giving us some of your benefit of your awareness, the benefit of your experience, benefit of your expression in your book, where you broke down in detail the things that made Barack Obama an amazing candidate, why he caught fire, not once but twice. Why aren't you articulating the differences between the two? Then maybe you could get to some of those reasons why Barack Obama had 2 terms and Kamala Harris will have no terms. But see, that's too much to ask. And unfortunately for those that watch him, for people that sip at the altar of the BS, Kool-Aid, punch, platter, special, house, event, these people don't want to know the truth. It hurts their heads to know the truth for whatever reason, and it is asinine, folks. Seeing them in a leadership role, there were a lot of men of color that said as much, that had a different idea of what leadership looked like, and a different idea of who should be in the head of the country. I can tell you this, that America has never had a female executive, a governor of a state that was a woman of color, that was black. Not one governor of a state. So it was probably a too big a leap for them to go on and decide that person could lead the country. Why couldn't it just be amazing? You don't think that if Kamala Harris was an amazing candidate, she could have done it? You really don't think she could have been amazing? You don't think that there's a woman that exists that could be amazing on the stump? All you really got to do is troll. All you really got to do is capture the imagination of the people. That's all Trump was able to do. You're a performer, DL. You've been performing and living off of your performances for 30 plus years. All you got to really do is captivate the audience. They will overlook many things about you. They could have a predetermined idea about who you are, and then when you wow them with your abilities, when you give them your take, your soft skills, whatever, you can change minds, man. But this guy is incapable, really, of having an imagination, of being realistic. He is still carrying water, folks. He will not bring up all that money that was spent. Yeah, what about the money, DL? What about the $1.5 billion she spent to his $500 million? What about that, DL? You don't think having $1.5 billion couldn't have changed some of these things? Huh? Enough! Enough with she a black woman. Yo, I'm tired. Look, she's not a black woman. She's a Jamaican Indian woman. But fine, she looks like a black woman. How about that? Fine. I'm going to say something that no one's been saying that I haven't heard a single soul say. I would love for this to get big enough so that no one could steal it. But here it is, Johnson. After some review, I have deduced that this claim is bogus. And it hides the facts. One of the facts being, if it wasn't for Kamala Harris being black, she would have got beat more. Yeah, we got people that claim that that's what sunk her. That's what kept her afloat, goofy. Nobody really liked Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is the only person that really likes Kamala Harris. Herself and her, and Willie Brown. I don't even think Montel liked her that much. Okay, so cut the cap. Yeah, if it wasn't for her being brown skinned, looking black, and going to Howard, no one would have paid her any damn mind at all. The votes that she got those because she was black. I've never agreed with Charlemagne the God's book. Remember his book, Black Privilege? I thought, what a bunch of garbage. But for her, it applies. Oh, for her, it's spot on. Maybe that's why he wrote the book. Because he met Kamala Harris and he said, damn, man, she ain't that sharp, man. That's some black privilege right there. Angela was like, yeah, that's stupid. She's not even smarter than me. Real talk, family. If Kamala was not considered a black woman, she would have never gotten the votes that she received. Racism does exist. I'm not saying it doesn't, but so does racial benefit of being a minority, which gives you solidarity from other minorities. And I don't think black women would have voted for Kamala if it wasn't for her being perceived black or looking like a woman of color. I don't think she would have got the publicity. Hell, she wouldn't even have been in a position to be voted for, because if she wasn't black, she would have never been vice president. So you made me do this with your relentless pursuit to deflect from her mediocrity as a candidate, from her lack of cohesive arguments, from her inability to answer questions directly, for her flip-flopping and not standing on a damn thing, for her late arrival in the race, for her backstabbing and whatever took place that even positioned her in the nomination. All those things considered, you have forced my hand to lay down the smack of reality. Folks, stop saying that Kamala Harris only got beat up by Trump because she's a black woman and people don't like black women. And except if she wasn't a black woman, all those black women never would have voted for her, because we are tired of the Democratic Party. We are tired. Okay? That's how it is. It would have been even worse. And Worse than that, she never would have got the nomination because she never would have won the primary. She would not have been in that position if not being VP, and she was only picked to be VP because they knew that they needed to get black women to vote for Biden's ass to begin with. So she been using color the entire time. Stop now saying when she lost, it's because she's colorful. If she wasn't colorful, she wouldn't have been sitting in that seat. She's on par with Amy Klobuchar, and Amy Klobuchar sucks. She's a slight upgrade from Sarah Palin, and I do mean the slightest of slights. To quote Cat Williams, when y'all sit up here talking this mess about how she got robbed because she's a black woman, do you know we can see you? Let me try that again. Do you know we can see you? Yeah, you got to hold it. Yeah, man. Let's cut the cap, man. Let's walk into reality, folks. As we're coming into 2025. My project 2025 is to wake all you sleepyheads up, to wake up black Americans to some realities. They may not be pretty, they may not go down sweet, but they what you need to hear. Stop caping for those that don't cape for you. Stop fighting the dumb fight that's leading us nowhere. And stop standing on stupid.
You know what I'm doing in the evenings when I'm not working? I'm catching the Tim Black Show on YouTube. That's right. Sunday through Friday, the Tim Black Show live streams live. We got a great community. We're kept up to date in the news, and we chop it up. So be here, Sunday through Friday, on the Tim Black Show live streams. I see you there.